So every episode, we got like all these goals we're trying to make. And like I said before, we make about a third of them, right? Well, in this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, we got one goal. We're trying to fill this empty spot behind us. That's it. All right, what's going on? It's Chaz, Pugliese Speed Shop, and unfortunately it's become kind of a bit of a trend, but we're late getting this video out. I got all sorts of reasons I can tell you, but work is stupid work, you know what I mean? It's been just a hell of a week, and well, that's it, all right? I mean, I got other stuff, but I don't want to bother you with it. Let's get on to some positive stuff, and figure out what we're going to do in this shop, right? So I'm looking, see this chalkboard back here. I feel we need to get kind of back to the roots a little bit as far as working here in the shop, because working the gravel and the weeds and stuff out there is pissing me off, you know? I mean, it was fine when I was like, you know, in my 20s and I didn't care, but the back, you know, not really, it's not even that. It's just a pain in the ass. So trying to get this car in here, and yeah, it's fighting me tooth and nail. We had it running good, and now it just won't start. But I think we kind of might, I don't know, kind of might have figured something out, maybe-ish, I don't know. So after last week's epic fail, I was over at Jimbo's house, and, you know, he needed a haircut, so I had to hook him up. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know that, other than, you know, taking perfectly good vehicles and make them not run anymore, and all sorts of other hackery, I also kind of know how to cut hair. But that's neither here nor there. We're over there, and we're talking, as you will do, you know, with your barber. And Jimbo says to me, hey, you know what we used to do? I said, how's that? He said, well, I think I might know what's wrong with that car. I heard it gallop in and stuff. It's like it's not getting enough power. Like it's not getting full 12 volts to the coil. He said, yeah, back in the day when we used to boost cars. I said, oh, man, here we go. But there's got to be a statute of limitations, so I think he's all right. But, and you see it all the time, right? Every other like YouTube channel, when they're trying to get cars running, they just run it hot off the coil. I said, why did I even think of that? That's ridiculous. I see Puddin do it every time. More all them guys. Everybody's doing it when they're doing these Will It Runs. And here I am trying to use some like 50-something-year-old wiring like it's still going to work. So that's what we're going to try. We'll see if it works, and we'll go from there. So you guys have been watching the channel for a while. You know there's other ways we have of getting vehicles into the shop other than driving them in. Obviously, driving them in is the most efficient, but we also got the old trusty shop winch, and she's bailed us out a few times, you know. Thing is, right now, this area is the one area I haven't cleaned yet, so I got crap everywhere. The winch controls and wires are here. I got a whole thing, but I'd rather drive it for my pride's sake and because I don't really want to mess with all this. But everything else, I really got to clean that up. Everything else is pretty much cleaned up around here. Jimbo loves when I mention the cleaning up. But another way that we've gotten vehicles in is just pushing them down that hill there and trying to make this turn up this hill like right here into the shop right there. It's had two outcomes, one bad, one good. So, you know, we're batting 500, which is great in baseball, but not so much in mechanics. So we're going to kind of stay away from that. So that's what we're going to try and do. I was told by a professional get a couple feet of wire, put a clamp on each side. There's your hot to the coil. I got my key from last week. I got a hot battery. So let's see if we get this thing to start. All right, so we got one clip over here on the positive side of the coil. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up our battery here. That's always easy to do one-handed. Give me a second. All right, there we go. That's all hooked up. Let's give our coil some hot. Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, we're good to go. Everybody see me jump like a little boo? All right, and now let's give it a little power here. See what happens. Exactly the same thing. So, I don't think that's our problem. We had a lot more sparks that time though. So, let me shut this crap off. And, well, I don't think we're going to start it out here. So, I got to start moving things around. Not what I wanted to do. All right, so that was like my last ditch effort of actually getting this thing into the shop without having to push it all over Kingdom Come, you know? So, I'm not going to be able to do it right now, but we need to get this guy, I don't know, over in this region somewhere. So then I can, I've already tried to push that Bel Air, it's not working. So I get like either the Jeep or the Tundra down here, yank that thing in front of the shop, and then winch it in. So that's what we're going to try. Well, we're not going to try, we're going to accomplish that. But it's, I actually ditched out of work a little early to try and get this done. But, yeah, it's obviously not working. And, what's a Friday? Then, yeah, you're supposed to already have seen this, but we failed, guys. My bad. And I got a Christmas party to go to. So that's why I'm like, you know, not in my normal beat-up clothes. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do all the things I just said. I'm going to go to a Christmas party. I'm going to see how much beer I can drink and hopefully forget about a lot of this. And then tomorrow, hopefully Megan will help me out because the kids are there in college, you know, living it up. And I can't abuse him right now. So he's probably laughing right now. He better be laughing, dude. I'm a funny guy. So hopefully he's laughing. Editing this right now. And yeah, we're going to do the thing tomorrow. Get this guy out of the way, get the other one in here, and then I'm actually going to have to act like a mechanic, use tools and like a meter and stuff like that, maybe do a compression check and figure out what the hell is going on with this car and why it just decided to, I know, I get it. I got spoiled because it fired up so easy, but now it's just like, I don't get it. Hopefully we figure it out. All right, guys, next day, back down the shop. We had a club Christmas party last night. Awesome time. I promise you, nobody drank too much or nothing like that. So yeah, you know, all good things. And now we need to get back to the only goal we set for this entire episode. So yeah, we got to at least meet that one. And I mean, if we do, then we're batting 1,000. And I mean, I don't know if it's ever happened before in Pugliese Speed Shop. So we got. We'll start by moving this guy, and probably like right over there somewhere. So she rolls pretty easy. Push that out of the way. Actually, before I do that, should probably go up the hill, get the Tundra, bring it down here, so then we can push this out of the way, and then grab that little guy right there. And pull him. You guys get dizzy when I do this? I do. Right in front of the shop, and then let the shop winch do the work from there. And then we can move this one over here somewhere, and kind of out of the way, but never out of our hearts. All right, guys. So change of plans, right? I thought about it. I kind of took a look around and realized there's not all that much room in this region here, like for another vehicle and all that. So we're going to move vehicles around. We're going to move things out of the way. And to be honest with you, I needed a win, man. I needed something to fire up and sound good and make me happy. So, and I know G3 Garage is going to be happy about this. Fired up the old Le Mans. Guys, I honestly haven't started this thing in at least 2 to 3 months. And she fired right up. And listen to that 301, man. I can't believe this. God, I love this thing. She needs a little love. Yeah, she needs a little love. But what I'm gonna do now is, since she's sounding just so sexy right there, I'm gonna take her for a quick ride because I feel like I've been, neglected her a little bit. And then, in case things go terribly awry when we're pulling this guy, and I don't want the Tundra up there to go in the body shop for like the umpteenth time this year, we're gonna use a Jeep. Even though this bumper on this side might be held on like with a hope and a dream, the other side's legit, so it's gonna work, guys, I promise you. Plus, then this will be out of the way and I can kind of come here, like on this angle. That's the plan. We'll see if I can execute it properly, but that's the plan. Man, listen to that thing. Love it. So that didn't go as planned. I think I actually made more of a mess now. So when I revved it up, when I was under here, coolant started dumping out back there. I don't know if it's a heater hose, freeze plug, or what. We're hoping for a heater hose. And she got a little hot, so they were sitting there perfect. And then something broke, and yeah, what's we got there? 240. That can't be good. So yeah. So I guess I'm gonna let this cool off, and then we'll get back to what we were trying to do. See if I can see what broke back there. I'm hoping it's just a heater hose, but time will tell. All right, so let's see if we can do a little breakdown of events, huh? So come over here and look, and if you notice, this region right here, yeah, it's about where the transpan is. So apparently that's been seeping out, which explains to why when I got, well, actually when I first tried to back out of here, yeah, she didn't really want to grab a gear, and then she did, not well, but I was like, she's a little low. All right, I'll take care of it. Got to here, didn't want to go, gave it a bunch of extra gas, and really can't see yet what I broke, but lots and lots of coolant. It's kind of just barreling out back there. Soaked everything, so now it's real hard to see. But when I was standing right here and I hit the gas, I saw in the back, I mean, a steady flow. So I don't see a heater hose that goes back there, guys. I think we might be SOL. Probably, I don't know. You know what? What it could be? It could be where the let's hope for that. Let's hope that's where the sensor goes in, and that's leaking. So yeah, that's what we're hoping for, guys. Wish me luck. All right, guys, we might have lucked out. All right. So upon further investigation, there is a heater hose back there. I didn't know it. So like last year when I did all this work in Le Mans and changed all the heater hoses, I didn't change that one. So who knows how old it is. I'll see if I can show it to you. It's that back end down there. No idea where it goes to. I see where it's cut, and I see where it connects to the intake there, and that's about all I see. So we'll see where it goes, but better news than what I was thinking, you know. So we got that, and of course now I'm running out of daylight because, shocker, I know I got a late start, but well, let's see what we can do. All right, I'm gonna try and bring you in here, shed a little light on this situation, and it's down there. You see how you can see the hose, I think. Let me get my pointer here. It's there we go. Yeah. Can you see that, guys? There's the heater hose. Split right open. So, that's it. So, I'll take it off of this intake here, and I'll see where it goes. And hopefully it's not too bad to... I should have one in the shop. For those of you who don't know, I bought this car from a guy named Barry, and it was his first car. And anytime I find something kind of cheesy on it or whatever, he loves for me to point it out because he messes with his old man. What's the story with the duct tape here? We couldn't find a grommet for that to go through, so duct tape? I ain't mad at it, guys. Yo, you gotta love the 70s, guys. They got all this smog pollution crap all over the place, right? Vacuum lines on top of vacuum lines, and I don't know. I think this one went to the air filter, so we'll stick that there. But this is the coolant. This is like where that one hooked up. What the hell is this thing doing? Can't make this stuff up, guys, I'm telling you. We might have broke something. But there it is, guys. That's what caused the problem. And there's an extra piece of hose back here. And we're gonna get it. All right. So this was in this, and I see what they were trying to do. They didn't want it rubbing against the firewall and causing something to be worn here. So, you know, this just did it. And you know what? There's marks in it. So, yeah, right there. So, Barry, his dad, and his uncle, they had a pretty good idea. I approve. All right. We'll replace this hose and hopefully get this car moved. So as usual, guys, things have escalated. We got everything fixed, and then I went to go grab some coolant and some trans fluid, and guess what I didn't have? Yeah, neither one. So jumped in the truck, shot over to a local auto parts store, and scooped up a little bit of both. We're going to top the fluids off now, and we got a new goal for this episode, guys. To take the car that was running absolutely perfect and, try to make it run absolutely perfect again. Hopefully that's attainable. We'll see. All right, got everything changed out, topped off. Looks like we got it. We topped off the coolant. Apparently, very low. That's gone. So we put about a quart and a half or so of trans fluid in it. However, it says on the dipstick to check when it's hot, idling, in park, and level. It's cold. She on a hill, you can't really see it. It's idling in park, so there's that. And we'll give it a minute. Make sure it's got some gears, and yeah, I think that's gonna call it. Let's see. Let's see if it's got gears now. And she was slipping like a son of a bitch. But we'll see. Let's see what's up. All right. She's got gears. Yeah. She's still a little cold, so coming up. So yeah, we're in park here. We'll check this fluid and see what's going on. All right, guys. So we got gears back. We got coolant in it. It ain't topped off because, well, I grabbed a gallon and apparently more than a gallon leaked out. Put 2 quarts of trans fluid. She's grabbing good to go. I'll check it again when it's level and all that. Apparently I got a leak. We just did the transmission service and stuff like last year, and I mean, maybe she's got 2,000-3,000 miles on her since then. I mean, that's kind of generous too. So I thought it was all good. Apparently this gasket's still leaking when she's on a little bit of a hill, so we'll look into that. But yo, I'm calling it for this episode. We went off the rails quick and in a hurry. We didn't get anything put into the shop. We managed to move the Le Mans from right on the side of the Jeep there to right here, so a good 12 feet. But she's running good again. It's part of hot rodding, guys. That's all there is to it. You go out to do something, you do 17 other things, and you end up right back where you started. But wouldn't change it for the world. Still love it. Still absolutely love this car. That being said, I'm going to take this thing for a ride, so I got a win for the day. We'll get you guys a video, and we'll catch you guys later, all right? But until then, remember, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.